Oh, it's low already?
Yeah.
Yeah, squeeze up, bro. Yeah, get up in there, bro. Hey, come on, set it up.
Move up a little more, huh?
Huh?
No. Move over here. No, Madeline. Hold up. Madeline.
Alright, Shalom. Once again, hey, we the Hebrew Israelites. We always, this is our weekly live stream. We want to start off, of course, by giving all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles that was a great millstone, and Shalom to the elect. And we're going to get into a lesson. As you see on what's the title is
Righteous as bold as lion.
the righteous are as bold as lion, man. In the scriptures say what? In the last days, you're gonna see your teachers. Alright? You're supposed to see your teachers out there, man. You're supposed to see your teachers out there, And right now, as the Most High is waking up the elect, alright? And we're supposed to be bold out there, man. You're not supposed to be fearing. Because that's another thing in Israel that's heavy right now, even though we know that's the spirit of Satan. Because here it is, the Most High is bringing forth prophecies. The chip is coming to pass. Alright? So the chip is coming to pass. Brothers are waking up. Here it is, Jacob's spirit, man. Here it is, the Most High is showing you that his word, he's faithful in his word. Alright? But Jacob's still fearing, man. So, brothers bring up the first precept.
Got you. This is Proverbs 28:1. The wicked flee when no man pursueth, but the righteous are bold as a lion.
Right, the righteous are bold as lion, man. Alright? And us, we believe that we're the witnesses, alright, that you read up in the scriptures, man. That's why we can boldly say, alright, that we have the truth, man. That we have 100% truth. We believe that, man. And that's what you have to believe. This is what Jake needs. Jake needs to see that power, man. Jake, you go out there half-assed, Jake ain't gonna believe you, man. Alright? This has to be a clear cut to who the Lord's dealing with, man.
Hey, beautiful way to start off. Somebody grab me real quick, Sirach 4 and 28. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful way to start it off, because the whole point of the matter is, man, how to land backing off what the brother was saying is like, yo, when you out there, what do people respect? You know what I'm saying? People respect a dominant force, man. So that's the one thing that Great Millstone has more than any other camp, that dominant force, that dominant spirit that Yahweh Shah instilled within us, man. In the scriptures, it says that they, in Acts, the 4th chapter, I believe, or 13th chapter, somebody could find it or grab it. I talk about the righteous, them men out there being bold. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's like 429 or something like that, or it might be chapter 13. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you go out there and you looking weak, people are not going to respect that. We see that constantly within this world. You know what I'm saying? You show your weakness, people take that, show your kindness, people take that as a weakness, and use that against you. So you have to be, bold as a lion. You have to be strong within this thing, because that puts fear in your enemies, man. So us being out there, being bold as a lion, how you think that make Esau feel, man? You know what I'm saying? He's not feeling good right now, man. You know what I'm saying? How in Job it says, what, his strength shall be hunger bitten on every side. What does that start with, man? That starts with the prophets being out there, you know what I'm saying, tearing this place down as the spirit of the Lord's mouth, man. That's where it all starts at, man. To put the fear in the Edomites, to know that their kingdom is going down, man. You know what I'm saying? So you got these guys out there, them old guys with this weak-ass spirit, man. You know what I'm saying? What? Because they haven't been out there constantly laboring, man. How the apostles and elders of Great Millstone have, man. Luckily, through the spirit, the Lord preserved those great men. You know what I'm saying? Men of renown, men of oil, in which we believe, you know what I'm saying, to pass that spirit on to us, to know what right spirit we are to be in, man. Because we lean up to those guys, man. We're being a real fearful, timid ass spirit right now, man. You know what I'm saying? But somebody bring out that Sirach 4 and then get that axe. Or if you drop it, get the axe, man. If you drop it. Somebody get the axe.
All right, this is Acts chapter 4, verse 29. And now, Lord, behold their threatenings, and grant unto thy servants that with all boldness they may speak thy word.
Exactly, and how we come out, man. How are we supposed to come out? Boldness to speak the word, man. That's what it's all about. People, as I just said, people are not going to respect you being out there being weak, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at the pastors and the preachers. Everybody take them for a joke, man. They listen to what they say on the pulpit, but at the end of the day, what they still doing, you know, their own wickedness, man. When you come into this truth and you seeing the power of the brothers speaking out there on the highways and byways, you know, like, yo, I gotta get my shit together. I can't be doing this bullshit, man. I can't live while they live in the churches, man. So we setting the tone for everything through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, starting off with the apostles and elders, great millstone. That's what it's all about, man. And real quick, you know, that Sirach, you got it?
Sirach 4:28, it says, strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
So how are you supposed to strive for death with a timid spirit? You can't. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that stern spirit, man. As we always bring out the different examples in the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? You could go into the Maccabees, which is one of my favorites of the, you know, the 7 brothers and the mother, man. You know what I'm saying? They had to have that strong spirit, that spirit of conviction within them to be able to do what they did in honor of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And that's what it's all about, man. You know what I'm saying? And stop spreading all this fear mongering amongst brothers, man. That's bullshit, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is about the camps. Because, hey, you know, Apostle Gabbard did the lesson, I believe, about how Paul had a camp, Yahushua had a camp, man. Hey, all it is, you know, to put it on a worldly term, you roll with a crew. That's a camp. You know what I'm saying? But Esau would label us what a gang. We know we ain't no damn gang, we a camp. It's just your closest people that's within your area. Y'all have a common like, and which our common like is what our common love is the scriptures, and we get together in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and we speak and we condemn this place as the scriptures tell us to, man.
Hey man, if I could add, man, you know that's why brothers gotta get into the scriptures, man. All right, it's time for Jake to get spiritual. All right, like the brother Kalab, he did a video about the bitch over there, Caitlyn Bennett. All right, and out in brothers, they was able to stand up to it. All right, which they, you know, I give it to them. They did stay in the scriptures, even though they kind of made it. So they made it kind of like a more of a black and white thing, which were Israelites and they're Edomites. But one thing I give it to them that they stay in the scriptures, man. And we noticed that when you stay in the scriptures, Esau don't know how to deal with that, man. That's why she felt like she had. That's why she felt like she had to get carnal, man, because they kept coming out with the scriptures. All right, so what I'm saying is, brothers got to get more spiritual, man, and stop that fear shit.
I got something speaking of Maccabees. First Maccabees chapter 9, right to the point, verse 10, and it says, then Judas said, the Most High forbid that I should do this thing and flee away from them. For if our time be come, let us die manfully for our brethren, and let us not stain our honor. So here it is, man. You know, you guys want to retreat, you know, and you don't want to camp no more. You don't want to come at Esau no more, okay? And that's the thing that not ought to be so, man. Because pretty much in the 6, this is what you're doing. Read it again. Then Judas said, the Most High forbid that I should do this thing and flee away from them. That's what you're trying to really do, man. You want to keep this thing in-house, all right? You want to keep your hatred for Esau in-house, man. You don't want us to go out there on the highways and byways and expose them for being the devil, right? And it says, let us die manfully for our brethren, and let us not stain our honor. Because when you over here fearing Esau, you staining your honor. Are not you supposed to be an Israelite, man? A prince of the Most High? Are you kidding me? And you over here fearing? You like fucking Joffrey from Game of Thrones, man. All right? And he was a bozo clown, okay? So it is we're not supposed to be in that type of spirit, man. We are princes of the Most High. Okay, we are Hawashi's little brothers, man. And here it is, he died on the cross, man. You know, and he went out like a straight warrior, like a straight up man. And you supposed to follow in that suit, man. But you over here fearing, the Lord gonna ultimately kill your ass, man.
Hey,
Hey, line back on what the brother said. Hey, you know, basically, how Jake likes to walk on eggshells, man. Whether you're in the world, because you got Jake in the world knows that this man's a devil, man, but they're scared to say it, and they don't have the engine behind them to really. How can we combat that?
Right.
It's the devil. Oh, what can we do?
Right.
Okay. Right. This is Isaiah, chapter 41, verse 10. Fear thou not, I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with thy right hand of my righteousness, man. And the righteousness that we speak is the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. This is our foundation right here, okay? We got license to do what we're doing right now, okay? All right? All right? You too belongs to Great Millstone, man.
That's right.
Okay? Through the Spirit. You know, reading on, right? A few more verses, right? Behold, all they that were incensed against thee shall be ashamed and confounded. You know, and you wicked 2/3, man, you're gonna be confounded, man.
Yeah.
Okay, because you can't get on board this, man. Okay, you're gonna get left behind, man. We ain't got no time for no games, man. Okay, Jake like to play games, man. You see, right? Reading on, it says, "They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish." So you striving against this world, you're gonna perish because what? What is your backbone? What is your foundation? Okay, all right. Our foundation is the scriptures, man. Okay, and you cannot withhold what we're saying because why? We have this. We have the words of the Lord. You know,
Quick,
right?
quick, got more?
Yeah, I got a little more meat, right? Right, 3 more, right? Thou shalt seek them, and shall not find them. Brothers, can you jump in? Even them that contend with thee, they that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught. Right? I love that.
And that's what makes these words the gospel, man.
That's old.
Because here it is, you know, the righteous men of the Lord, yeah, we're at the bottom now, but when you read the scriptures, the righteous men of the Lord were always at the bottom until the time of the end, when the Most High put them up above their enemies, man. You know, look at King David, man. You know, King David was under King Saul, all right? But here it is, man, at the end, you know, the Most High put King David up over Saul, man. Even greater, he was one of the greatest kings in Israel, man. You know?
A few more, right? Verse 13. For I, Yahweh, thy power, will hold thy right hand, saying unto thee, fear not, I will help thee. We keep ourselves immersed in these scriptures, man. Okay? Can nothing come up against what we're saying, right?
That's what you call encouragement.
And this is the Old Testament, though. This is like that exaltation right here. This is an exaltation right here, right? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, ye men of Israel, I will help thee, saith Yahweh, thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel.
Hey, that's what's beautiful about the camps too, man. Because he said, what, thou worm Jacob, which means the Most High knows that we don't have a defense.
Right.
In this world, we don't have a mouth. But that's what the camps are for, man, to give Israel a mouth, man, a mouthpiece.
One last verse, right? Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument with having teeth.
Talk about it.
Right? Right? Thou shalt thresh the mountains, all right, these governments, right? Beat them small. Thou shalt make the hills as chaff.
The nations. The hills is talking about those other nations, man. The Lord's gonna burn y'all ass up. And you ain't gonna be able to stand a chance.
Hey, Baba Kushai, I have a precept, but just a precept to add on to what brother reading. This is Psalms 27 and 14. Wait on the Lord.
Wait.
Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen thy heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord. You know? So we supposed to be of good courage, man. You know, not getting weak and getting fearful because they or mainstream media, they talking about us. Man, they supposed to been start talking about us. Right? You know what I mean?
You're late.
Yeah.
We was waiting on you, right?
Yeah. And Baba Kushai, if I may, another precept, Hebrews 4 and 12. You know, it says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Woo. And that's going to be given to what? Bodily weak men, but in their inward part, strong men that the Most High have chosen and he gave to Yahushua to really strengthen the mind. And we bodily weak men and may look like niggas and bums and things like that, but guess what? The Heavenly Father chose these bodily weak men to be as strong men, the strongest men in the world, man.
The foolish things.
For the foolish things. That's what it
Confound the
says.
wise.
Done. So it says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful. So you got a guy that's timid and scared to teach certain doctrine, he won't hope the Lord let his word be powerful. You know? It says, and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even the dividing asunder of the soul and spirit. So you got to be of the spirit when you teach. When we go out in the camps and we prophesize, you got to be in the spirit. You know, and you in the spirit, hey, you out there in the highways and byways, we in the streets, man. We got all different types of crazy people walking up to us. Sometimes the Lord sends somebody with a good heart, you know, someone that we can actually put a blessing upon, man. You know, because they gave us, they believe in the Lord, they didn't scoff, and they agree, you know. even if they might not know the truth, man. But here it is, majority of the time we deal with a bunch of knuckleheads. So if you got a screaming black beast, wildebeest woman coming up to us, going crazy at the mouth, what are we supposed to do? What did the Lord tell Jeremiah said? Make your faith stronger than a rock.
I got that. See,
Spirit.
this Ezekiel chapter 3,
Clock.
starting at verse 8. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. As an adamant harder than flint, I have made thy forehead, Salakia. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
So the Lord telling Jeremiah there, look, man, to fear not, you know, to have that strength, and guess what? I'm here with you, man. You know, to toughen up, gird up your loins, man. You know?
If I can add real quick to that, because their face don't deserve to be as hard as our faces, man. What the hell are you gonna do, man? You know, your mom's found your bag of weed on your bed or something. She threw it out. What the hell is that, man? You know, what the hell? You ain't going through shit, man. Jake is just on the surface, man. We way below the surface, man. We understand way more. We've lost way more than what you've lost, man. You know, but we got everything to gain. So your face being hard is for what, man? It's for fucking bullshit, man. So your face don't even deserve to be as hard as our faces, man. You don't even go through as much as we go through, man. Especially our apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down, man. You know, so y'all ain't going through shit.
And if we set up to be judges in the future, we gotta lead. We gotta learn how to lead. We gotta learn how to judge. We gotta learn how to be righteous. You know, you gotta learn how to not to fear.
Thoroughly furnished.
Thoroughly furnished, man. As the brother said, man. So I'll just finish this real quick. It says, for the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even and dividing asunder of the soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and the intents of the heart, man. You know?
I got something to add. Quick scripture, Jeremiah chapter 48, verse 10, it says, cursed be he that doeth the work of the Lord deceitfully, and cursed be he that keepeth back his sword from blood. Speaking of the sword, you know, the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword. Here it is, you have the sword in your hand and you're holding it back from blood. You know what I mean? You're supposed to be wielding and handling that sword and chopping up, you know, these people with the spirit of your mouth, but now that Esau has a microphone in your face, now you want to withhold the so-called magnanimity of the scriptures, man. You know?
Yeah, and going out there in the highways and byways shows your character. You look at enemies in their eyes, all right? You look at enemies in their eyes and tell them they're going down. So I got scripture to back you up. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of their labors. All right, all the other nations, 2/3, Esau, all the other nations, 2/3. That's why we go out there on the highways and byways to show our enemies their downfall. You can't just do it on a keyboard.
Yeah.
Anybody can be on a keyboard and type in words. Anybody can do that. But the character of a man is out there in the elements. All right, out there in the elements, whether it's cold, hot, whatever type of weather it is. That's why we go out there on the highways and byways. All right, as commanded.
Another thing, just a quick point, is that, you know, it proves our faith. And it also makes manifest the works of the Most High. Because whether they believe or not, you know, at the end you're gonna know, like Ezekiel said, then you shall know there was a prophet among you. So all of the men that's in the sincere spirit of the Lord teaching the 100% truth, you know, at the end of the day, those that don't believe, they're gonna say, well, yeah, them guys was the prophets, because look, they did talk about they did say the Lord said destruction was coming here, martial law, you know, the microchip being the mark of the beast, you know.
Hey, because even when you check out like I was saying, you kept saying we out there on the front line. You know, when you check out that definition of the front line, it means one who's closest to the enemy. You know what I'm saying? And who's the one closest to the enemy? The elect. How are we close to the enemy? Because we're aware of his well-doing. I mean, we're aware of his evil doings. You know what I'm saying? What's that scripture how about the devices of the wicked? We are not ignorant of his devices. You know what I'm saying? We are not ignorant to Satan's devices. You know, so what? That allows us to be close to our enemy. We got one up on him. You know, and as far as camp, you know, I have a quick definition as far as camp, because camp is pretty much short for campaign. You know what I'm saying? So, real quick, I'm gonna read the noun and the verb of the word campaign. You know, and the Lord is raising up a spiritual army. You know, as spoken of in Ezekiel, the 37th chapter. It says a series of military operations intended to achieve a particular objective. Confined to a particular area, you got brothers at particular locations. You know what I'm saying? And the objective is to what? Teach the word. You know, reel in the elect. You know, push towards salvation. You know, because the Lord ultimately said that he's going to destroy this devil with the spirit of his mouth. The Lord is doing that. Somebody hold Hosea 6 and 5. You know what I'm saying? And it says a series of military operations intended to achieve a particular objective confined to a particular area or involving a specified type of fighting. Of course, we're not fighting physically, we're fighting spiritually. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4 touches on that. Ephesians 6 and 12 touches on that. How this is a spiritual fight. You know, so Esau can't come upon us with anything carnal. He's attempting to. He's framing mischief by a law to corner us, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, we're going to prevail. Now, this is the verb form of it. It says work in an organized and action way toward a particular goal, typically political or social one. But this is spiritual. You know what I'm saying? So here it is, different camps have different objectives. You got certain camps that is out there teaching for filthy lucre's sake. You got certain camps that are teaching for self-glory and vainglory. You got other camps that is teaching, promoting Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? So, somebody got Hosea?
Hosea chapter 6, verse 5. Therefore have I shewed them, Salaki. Therefore have I hewed them.
Meaning what? To cut. Go ahead.
By the prophets. I have slain them by the words of my mouth, and thy judgments are as the light that go forth.
So that's the type of battle that we're engaging in. That's the type of fighting through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that we're doing out there in the highways and byways. So the camps are important. You know, because camps help you distinguish who's serving the Most High and who's serving them not. Simple and plain. And as far as courage, as brothers was getting into, somebody hold Joshua 1 and 9, it's a commandment. You know, possessing courage is a commandment. And the more you read the scriptures, you know, the more you're in tune with the spirit, the Lord encourages brothers. You know what I'm saying? But you got the fallout boys that didn't take the encouragement.
Yep. Joshua chapter 1 verse 9. Have not I commanded thee? Be strong and of a good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed.
That's right, because one who fears in the camp is nothing but a weak link.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And weak link causes the whole chain to break, man, and to fall apart. That's why the Lord gets rid of them, man, in the fashion that he best sees fit. You know? So it's a commandment not to be afraid. It's a commandment to have courage, man. Because the Lord is not raising up pussyfooters. The Lord is not raising up timid men. You have to have a strong spirit to be able to endure the harsh realities that's coming here to America, man. Go ahead.
Hey, real quick, you can't think straight when you fear.
Yeah.
You know, if you fear something, you can't really think straight. You're gonna make the wrong decision because of out of fear. That's why the scriptures say make no
Haste in the time.
that's a good one.
You're not afraid of sudden fear.
Sudden fear, yeah.
That's right. Go ahead, bro.
Yep. And it says, for the Lord thy power is with thee whithersoever thou goest.
No matter where you at. So you're supposed to have the faith that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with you no matter where you go. You know, you're going to have people up there. You're going to have people out there attempting to put curses on you, spiritual curses. You're going to have people out there attempting to want to bring harm to you. You're going to have people out there attempting to break your faith, man. You're supposed to have that willpower and faith and integrity in the Lord that he got you. No matter the circumstance. You know, even though the nigga was wicked in the movie with Juice, here it is, they conspired to what? Rob old man Quiles. You know what I'm saying? Here it is, in that particular moment, Omar Epps' character, Q, you know, had certain things to do. What Tupac say? This nigga scared. You know, so it caused the schism. You know what I'm saying? It caused the schism amongst them. You know, there was division from that point forward. And then when you check it out, everything else went wrong. Everything else went left. You know what I'm saying? Bishop ended up killing Raheem. You know what I'm saying? He pretty much turned on his own friends because of that one origin, that beginning problem. You know what I'm saying? Caused everything else to go left. You know what I'm saying? So that's why the Lord eliminates anybody who's possessing fear, because at the end of the day, his mission cannot be complete, man. One person scared will fuck everybody up, man.
God appreciate for you, brother. Sirach chapter 2, verse 13. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended.
Damn. So if you're scared, then when they gonna defend you? Come on, matter of fact, somebody old Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 12. This is why the Lord is not gonna defend you if you possessing fear.
I got you. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 17, verse 12 says, for fear is nothing else but a betraying of the succors which reason offereth.
Which reason offereth, man. So if you possessing fear, you betraying. You ain't nothing but a Judas goat, man. You know, you betraying the help in which the Heavenly Father is offering you, man. You know? So what can you do with a person that's scared? Nothing, man. That's why I felt Apostle Tahar, you know, when he pretty much lashed out on a particular lesson. I don't want you weak niggas around me, man. Don't nobody want a weak individual around them, man. Once you sense weakness in an individual, you're disgusted, man. You know, and it's hard to even deal with a type of individual like that, man. You know, you ain't got no words for an individual that's showcasing fear and weakness, man. You know, on a spiritual level.
Say, he said, gird up thy loins.
Like a man.
I got a precept. Y'all good? Y'all brothers go hard. It's a little neat, little lengthy, but it says Luke 14 and 15. And when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of the Most High. Then said he unto him, a certain man. It says, what was that? Verse 17. Wait, yeah. 16. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuse. The first said unto him, I have brought a piece of ground, and I must need go to see it. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have brought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them. I pray thee have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. So that servant came and showed his lord these things. Then the master of the house, being angry, said to his servant, go out quickly into the streets and lanes of the city, and bring in hither the poor and the maimed and the half and the blind. And the servant said, Lord, it is done as thou hast commanded, and yet there is room. And the Lord said unto the servant, go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled. For I say unto you, that none of those men which were bidden shall taste of my supper. Were bidden, Salaki. It says, and there went great multitudes with him, and turned and said unto them, if any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple.
Why? Because this truth is about priorities, man. You know what I'm saying? These fallout boys are fallout boys because they don't even know how to prioritize, man. They don't know what's important and what's the lesser of importance, man. And the majority of the time, they put the flesh before the spirit, man. You know, this brother like to wear a particular shirt sometimes that says no excuses. You know, an individual that's full of excuses showcases what he is, man. You know?
Yeah, and it shows you because he said, you know, here it is, you know, he tells us to go out in the highways and byways, you know, and to do this work. You used to do it without a question, but guess what? You got men that's putting out this vibration of fear, talking about the camps. We the reason why Esau is going to come down on all the camps. Well, you must don't understand the truth, and really, you're not the Lord's disciple neither.
Right.
You're not really disciplined to be with the Lord, man. And this next scripture proves it.
Yeah, like how I said, well, you're not baiting to the supper, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not even gonna taste.
This is a warrior's
The
something,
table's
man.
not prepared for you.
Hey, that's
a taste of the delicacies.
Hey, that's an Israelite thing, man. Because that's how Jake is, man. You know, like if you grew up, you had an older parent. What they tell you before you go to somebody's house, you were supposed to bring a plate of something, man. That's what the Lord is saying to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you better come with something, man. You know, and be prepared when you know, like you say, before thou comes to the house of the Lord, you're supposed to even before you pray, you're supposed to prepare your spirit, man. You know.
And this next verse, I end it with this next verse. And whosoever doeth not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. You know?
Yeah, they can't carry the tribulations. You know what I'm saying? They allow the tribulations to get the best of them, man. They're not putting prayers up. They're not fasting. Certain demons don't go out but by prayer and fasting. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is, Jake don't want to put themselves in a position of abstaining from their appetite, you know, to accomplish a certain goal. You know, the Apostle Barb made, you know, a solid point. You know, he was going through a particular infirmity and he had to cut out meats. You know what I'm saying? And it healed him from that particular infirmity. You know what I'm saying? So what? You got to abstain from certain things to endure the battle. You know, because these spirits are going to fuck with you, man. You know? And these spirits may fuck with you according to your preference, so to speak. Something that you love, something that you like. That's what he's gonna fuck with, man. Like they got that term in the world, show no love. Love will get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Because why? The enemy's gonna target something that you love to weaken you. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you gotta have the mentality kingdom. You know, like the brother from Dallas, Elder Ariala, you know what I'm saying? He brought out a phrase about a year or two ago. You got to be kingdom minded. You know, once you're kingdom minded, this world is not important. Nothing in it is important. You putting the truth first before everything, man.
Y'all would say shalom to the brothers on the comment board as well. See y'all brothers, man.
I got something real quick. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 7. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel is in hard-hearted. Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads. You know, so to be the part of the potential elect, though, you have this spiritual makeup, man. All right, to be bold in the spirit, man. You see, okay, because you hiding behind a keyboard and thinking that okay, you know you're an Israelite, and just being on Disney Plus, which they're about to get rid of that if they didn't already, and there's other media sites to be having this type of community type of thing. But what about waking up the elect? Okay, all right. All right, listen, Great Millstone is doing the heavy lifting, man, of pushing out the vibration, man, and waking up the elect, man. You know, right? And it says, as an ambient harder than a flint, have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, nor they, though they be a rebellious house. And even with the looks through the spirit, hey, just the comments that's coming out your mouth, man, about talking shit about the camps, man. Okay? All right? We're not being dismayed at that, man. Okay? Because why? It's because what are you doing? Okay? Okay? This is not your lot. Okay? All right? You gotta let the prophets do what they do, man. And hope that you are part of the elect, man.
Hey, Bubba,
okay?
Sorry, you have the Bible, you have a section called the prophets. What the hell is these guys? What's wrong with you? You have a section in the Bible called the prophets, man. The Bible is mainly, who's doing all the talking? Who's doing the prophets? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Yahushua, man. Yahushua himself was a prophet, man.
Hey, in the book of the prophets, Jeremiah, what it said, the prophets before thee of old, spoke against many nations, kingdoms and all that, against war, pestilence, and all of that, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the main job of a prophet. When we go out there in the highways and byways, our main job is to warn people, our people, of the death and destruction that the Lord is about to bring upon this place unless they repent. And then secondarily, we get into teaching because, of course, you're not just going to tell people death is coming and all this. You got to edify them as well of who they are so they can actually get right with the Lord, man. But our first priority going out there is to prophesy, man. You know what I'm saying? To say things before they actually happen.
Right, the scriptures tell us for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So what are you talking about?
You know, and you got these guys here like how did you learn about the truth, man?
Yeah.
Okay, because you're not the prophets, man. You know, okay,
Yeah.
all right. This is the foundation of this whole thing,
You
man.
wouldn't know you was an Israelite.
Right. How did you know? Okay, don't say that you know who on your own. You know, right?
And whoever, and just saying, you know what I mean, it ain't nothing fact, but hey, whoever taught them, it could have been Jeremiah through the Spirit. You know what I'm saying? That wound up saying that statement. And the Lord could use that, how they say, like an oxymoron or something, or, you know what I mean? To show them, like, oh, boom, it's right in your face, but you didn't even see it. Yeah, I've seen teachers. Damn dummies.
Take the first one, this real quick, right?
Yeah.
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 10, right? Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart and hear with thy ears. Okay? You know, and so that's that spiritual enrichment, okay, that Yahweh put on the prophet Ezekiel.
And what does the word heart there mean? Does it mean the heart of your chest?
Hell no.
Does it mean that you gotta have the feeling and love?
Yeah.
It's talking about love, your mind. Can you read it again, Brother Sean?
Right? Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart and hear with thy ears.
Why it says your heart? Because that's where your spirit relies, in your head, you know, and the spirit is not in your chest, so you can't lead and go off emotions.
Right.
Oh, I feel as though, he didn't say that, right? The guy in camp, the guy was cool today in camp, but he got caught up with his feelings about what, you know, when the Apostle Tahar said, you know, gangbang,
We still need receipts on that though.
Well, this is what I say. You saw
You said, yeah,
you know.
But he was on point.
Yeah.
But like I said, he was being colorful with his interpretation and his breakdown, but what?
Say it again, real slow, what you just said.
He was being colorful with his interpretation of the breakdown.
Because, like I said, like, when you read the scripture, okay, all right, you see, when we create that similitude, okay, all right, and you can, through the Spirit, extrapolate through the scriptures, okay, all right, it was this going on, and what could have happened? Even if it was in order, they still had to wait their turn.
Yeah, quick precept on the heart thing though. Real quick, because your heart is like the brother said, it isn't getting all up in your feelings and the vessel that pumps blood is your mind, man. 1 Samuel 1:13, it says, Now Hannah, she spake in her heart, only her lips moved. See, but her voice was not heard. Therefore Eli thought she had been drunken. See, so you can't speak through the muscle that, the organ in your chest that pumps blood, man. You can't speak through that, man. But of course, you can speak in your mind while your lips is moving. So, whenever the scriptures say heart, 9 times out of 10 is actually talking about, your mind.
Hey, we used to say back in the day, I know your number by heart.
Exactly.
Anyway, you got the number stored in the mind.
There you go. That's what Jake saying.
Yeah.
Like, who else says that?
Yeah.
I got 2 more, right? I want to finish up real quick, right? And I'll get out of here, right?
We got like 5 minutes.
Yeah, this is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart and hear with thy ears, and go and get thee to them of the captivity, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them and tell them, thus say Yahweh power, whether they will hear or whether they will forbear, man. Okay? All right, so this is a commandment through the Spirit of the give forth of the prophets, man. Okay, and we're coming back in our lot right here in the last days, man. Okay, and we are going forth to get to the captivity of thy people, man. Okay, All right, you hiding behind a keyboard and you knowing that you're Israelite and you're taking this and you're putting it in the napkin, right? You take a napkin, that's what you're doing. You're putting it in the napkin.
I got that.
All right, you know.
I was gonna say the Lord uses the prophets to spread the word so that it can go out.
Right.
It can spread. You know, you don't want to be this man. If you part of them groups, man, that just rehearse the holy days. You don't go out and teach the word, but you know you're a Hebrew Israelite. Look, man, you gotta man up, man. This word would not have got pushed through the four corners if it was done by you.
Yeah, right.
What the Lord did, you know what I'm saying? What happened when we first learned this word? All of us probably more than likely had that fiery spirit, and we told everybody in which we was inexperienced and wish that Christ had never said shit. You know, to certain people in your family. Like, damn, because the word make you do that. Yeah. You know, but certain men, they get into a certain age. I'm too old. I used to do that. Or that's the old way. Like, but I know you ain't gotta, brother, speak like that. Yeah. Like, what the fuck you talking about?
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's that eggshells, man. We're gonna call you the duffel bag boys, man. Okay, you take this word, you stuff it in the duffel bag.
I got something real quick. Just furthermore promoting the prophets, right? This is Luke chapter 24, verse 44. This is Yahweh Shai speaking. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you while I was yet with you, that all things must be fulfilled which were written in the law of Moses and in the prophets and in the Psalms concerning me. So what? The book of the prophets are prophecies of Yahweh Shai. So what? The two go hand in hand, the Old Testament and the New Testament. So you can't run away from it.
That's like having that plate, man, and you eat all the good stuff on the plate, though, but you gotta eat them green vegetables too, man. Yeah. Okay? The bitterness of the vegetables, the green leafy, the green greens on the vegetables. Yeah. You gotta eat the whole thing, man. The whole roll, man. The bitter with the sweet, man.
And why is it that the bitter herbs are more healthy than the things that taste so good in your mouth? Shows you that this suffering that we go through, this suffering we going through is making us better, and prepared for the Lord, man. Because what's coming is Jacob's trouble, man. And a lot of you guys, they tried to say vocab or whoever it was. Somebody was this was months ago, maybe last year. They was talking about the Lord, who was said that? But basically, with the scripture I read in Luke, where the Lord said, hate your father, he that not hate his father, mother, and sister. They stumbled over that, because it's the mindset of what the Lord is trying to place you in. Did the Lord say, did he go against the scripture? Does that contradict the law where it says, honor thy father and mother? No.
And the scripture says, hate the evil, love the good.
Right.
Okay, so you gotta be spiritual when you're reading these scriptures, man. You cannot get caught up in your westernized mentality and get emotional, man. Okay? So now the brother that came up to the camp, whether you can receive it, what was given forth, we gave you edification on what it was through the spirit. If you can receive it, then you may be part of the elect. If you can't, then listen, it's a stumbling block, man. That's it. We gotta go on. We gotta push on, man.
Right.
That's it.
And Esau, man, is part of that evil, man. And as brothers were saying, eating the greens, which is the bitter herbs. All right, look, man, and all these, if Esau wanted to, this is why the scriptures say, "Let favor be shown to the wicked, yet shall he not learn righteousness." If Esau wanted to have all these Walmarts, instead of fucking Doritos and Fritos and shit, they could have, but really they could have vegan Doritos, man. Alkaline chips, man. He could put alkaline everything in these stores, man. All right, we don't have to eat this fucking bullshit, man. But Esau is so kawaii, man, wants to kill your ass. All right, that's why it's written in the Georgia Guidestones. That's why he puts out all this terrible, horrible food for you. All right, that's why when you watch What the Health, he was like, we're trying to call and link between what's up with the eating beef and breast cancer, whatever the hell you were saying? And it was like, we can't talk about that. Right? If Esau wanted to, he could put alkaline everything on the shelves, man.
Right. He will put actual silverware out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I got something else real quick on being bold in the line. This is First Maccabees. All right, because you got to be bold in this truth, man. Yahweh Shai ain't looking for nothing less, man. This is First Maccabees chapter 5, verses 40, straight to the point. Matter of fact, verse 39 says, "He hath also hired the Arabians to help them, and they have pitched their tents beyond the brook, ready to come and fight against thee. Upon this Judas went to meet them. Then Timotheus said unto the captains of his host, all right, which was a heathen, and it says, when Judas and his host, all right, Judas Maccabee, when Judas and his host come near the brook, if he pass over first unto us, we shall not be able to withstand him, for he will mightily prevail against us. But if he be afraid and camp beyond the river, we shall go over unto him and prevail against him. All right, so that's going to these heathens, man. All right, they were saying with Judas Maccabees, you know, they was speculating and they were scoping us out. Okay, and they were saying, look, if he stay on that side, then that means he's scared of us. We gonna whip his ass, man. But if he come over here after us, we in trouble. Meaning if he come over here after us, that means they're gonna be bold with it, man. They're gonna have pure faith in their power, and they're gonna whip our ass, man. Okay, but if they stay over there, they're gonna be scared of us. They're scared of our members. They're scared of our expertise. All right, so let's see what Judas Maccabees did, man. Right? Verse 42 it says, now when Judas came near the brook, he caused the scribes of the people to remain by the brook, unto whom he gave commandments, saying, suffer no man to remain in the camp, but let all come to the battle. So he went first over unto them, and all the people after him. Then all the heathen, being discomfited before him, cast away their weapons and fled unto the temple that was at Carmel. All right, so the ball really is in each individual man of the Lord's court. If you're gonna sit there and be afraid of damn Esau, man, the same dude who the scripture says, is this he, you know, who had us in derision? I mean, we're gonna look at him as a joke. We're gonna laugh at him.
This
you know,
shit.
If you're gonna be scared of him, man, all right, the ball's in your court, man. So if you're gonna be afraid of him, then through the Spirit, he's gonna come beyond that brook, and he's gonna whip your ass, man. He's gonna whip your scary ass. All right, but if you be bold in the Spirit, Yahweh Shemashah, you have faith and you believe, you know, and with boldness you run over that brook to meet him in battle, in spiritual battle, you're gonna prevail against him, man. Yahweh Shemashah gonna bless you with spiritual powers. He's gonna bless you with the Spirit to endure whatever Esau puts upon you, and you're gonna see his ass in the kingdom, man.
That's right. I got something real quick. It's Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 16. For thy power is the beginning of righteousness, and because thou art the Lord of all, it maketh thee to be gracious unto all. For when men will not believe that thou art of full power, thou showest thy strength among them that know it, that thou makest their boldness manifest. You know, so what? Ultimately, the Lord causes our boldness to manifest as soon as men believe what we say not to be true. You know what I'm saying? Because the convincing comes in the boldness. You know what I'm saying? In the action. That's why the scriptures speak upon Yahweh Shai being an austere man. You know, because he showcased that boldness. You know?
Hey, that's just the raw skinny of truth. That's what truth does. Truth is up front and personal in your face.
Sure.
You know? It's gonna either you either gonna get with it, you're gonna correct yourself, or you're gonna be destroyed by truth. And who's truth? Yahweh Shai. He's the word, man. All right? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Brothers had another quick precept. Nothing? You got something?
I have one, like, you can't give your body a living sacrifice being behind a keyboard all day. That don't work like that. So Romans chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, Akim, therefore Akim, by the mercies of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, that he presents your bodies a living sacrifice. Being behind a keyboard is not a living sacrifice. All right? Holy, acceptable. And this thing we do prophesying is not part-time. It's full-time. All right? It's the greatest thing we have. All right? So we got to attain to it and keep it. All right? And don't let it go. Acceptable unto Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, which is your reasonable service. So this is our job right here. We can't turn back now. We started. Let's finish the fight. Yahweh Shah finished. We got to finish too. And we coming for every fake camp out there too.
Yeah. Like I said, one more thing, Salaki, man, about those, you know, this, you should grow up from that and get tired of that keyboard spirit, man. You know, when I first came into this truth, you know, battling people on Facebook, oh shit. You know, typing this long ass fucking paragraph, man. Should take about 20 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta
make sure I ask this nigga out the right way.
Miss a word.
Then I'm like, oh,
Capital letters.
Edomite, Dr. Angel.
Exclamation
You know what I'm
point.
saying?
Hey,
Like, you get tired of that shit.
Yeah.
You gotta grow out of that. And now eventually, now if somebody come on my comment board, I'll just make a video to respond to you,
Right.
man. And you can't make a video to come back because the spirit ain't on your ass.
And the thing with me, people putting comments on the old videos and stuff like that. Ain't nobody about to sit up here and put a whole lesson on the comments. So and then I say something to them, and then if they come back and I see that they just being scoffer, I block their ass. You gone. You gotta use another channel now. You gotta use another channel to come back to my channel. Fuck out of here. Nobody ain't about to do all that, man.
You got time for that.
Yeah,
Shaking it, that's
crazy as hell, man. Hey, so you know, so you know with that. We want to give all praises to Yahweh. Like to give double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Lord's hopeful elect scattered abroad, teaching His words sincerely and truth. And brothers that's in the camps, stay strong and keep pushing this truth to the end, man. You know, the scriptures say, he that standeth stiffly for the name of the Lord. What's that chapter in the Apocrypha where the Lord put crowns on their heads?
Second Ezra 2 and 47.
Second Ezra 2 and 42. Or second Ezra,
second chapter.
yeah, second chapter. You know, it just, you know, the second chapter, it shows you who the Lord put the crown on their head, and that was the elect, because they stood stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. You know, got it real quick?
Oh, yeah. It's second Ezra chapter 2, verse 46. Then said I unto the angel, what young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, it is the Son of the Heavenly Father, whom they have confessed in the world, on the highways and byways. All right? And on the Unicorn too, on YouTube, we pretty much took over. Great Millstone pretty much took over the internet. Like the brother said, it's ours. All right? Then began I greatly to commend them that stood stiffly, all right, stiffly for the name of the Lord. All right? So,
Yeah, so you know, with that, shalom.
Shalom.